Well, we farm outside of Bushnell, halfway between Canton and Macomb. We have grain and cattle. We raise corn and beans. We have a spring calving herd, a fall calving herd, and we have confinement barns. We run about 110 head of mama cows, and our barns hold about 650 head of feeders at one time. We have about 2,000 acres of farmland, tillable ground, and another 1,000 acres of timber and pastures. There's about 1,000 acres. How to meet Mary? Oh, she was actually a friend of my sister's.
I thought from the beginning that he was a really nice guy. And then when he graduated from college, he went to the Army, and just as friends do, I wrote to him.
We got engaged at Christmas and got married in June. So at the time she lived in Mascoutah. That's a long drive, and I said, I'd better find someone closer or else marry her. So I married her, and I think that was the right decision.
We had 2 children. My daughter Rachel was born in 1976, and our son Wes was born in 1981. He's farming with Curt now, and is probably the major part of the farm at this point in our lives. Rachel loved the farm. She loved the rural area, 4-H, showed cattle. She was deeply involved in FFA. She is deceased. She passed away in 2005. And her daughter Caitlin loves to visit the farm and has spent a lot of time here, more when she was younger. She's a busy teenager now. Wes lives just a half mile up the road, probably not that far, a quarter of a mile. He's farming with Curt now, and is probably the major part of the farm at this point in our lives.
Wes, when he got out of college and made the decision he wanted to come home to farm, so we formed an LLC, and he owns about 30% of that. A fourth of our farm ground is in Spoon River Bottom. Do a lot of work on the levees, keeping them up and stuff. Now we have CRP ground, we have filter strips, we have dry dams, wet dams, pasture, not so much no-till, but minimum till on most of the farm ground.
He loves the livestock, especially the cow-calves. I don't think that's true anymore because the herd is bigger, and they're all black now, so it's hard to tell, but I knew a time when he knew every cow individually.
Well, I never even given a thought about being a master farmer until recently. It is sort of a humbling experience to be even considered for such an award. There's a lot of good farmers out there. I'm sure there's a lot of good farmers that are a lot better than what I am, but I still enjoy it.
I think he was a little surprised to be nominated. I mean, we're not the biggest, 5,000 acres and the best equipment and all that, but I think he's tried really hard always to be honest and ethical and treating people right and taking care of the land, and so I think that makes him a master farmer.